this concept of real teamwork.
Yeah.
And World War II was about that. It was about your squad. And so war is that experience. It's funneling true Axis and Allied collision of forces into these very strategic examples. You're seeing right here, they're trying to capture the manor. Well, the Axis team, the Germans, are trying to defend it. So we've built custom maps that allow you to move through these series of asymmetrical objectives as you fight to take hollowed ground.
That's cool, and this is great footage. I actually hadn't seen this yet, but just it's so interesting, like the firepower that was used back then. I mean, it's so brutal in some ways compared to the sleek, futuristic kind of weaponry we see nowadays. So, kind of curious, like these weapons have a lot of character in their own way, and how do you maybe adjust like how you design the game or how you design the multiplayer experience around that?
Around the different weapons? Well, I mean, it's you're jumping there, but with all the iconic weapons that we have in World War II, it's funny because when we first started, we didn't think there were going to be as many as we found. Right, we were a little worried about the variety, but now the variety and the amount of weapon power, and like you said, some of them are really brute force weapons.
Yeah.
You can find the weapon that you really want to play with. That's for sure with this game.
Yeah, I mean the signatures back then were really meaningful. So whether you're running with the MG42, this big machine gun, German machine gun, or the Winchester trench gun with your incendiary shells, or you've all heard it. We've all heard of that classic reload ping of the Garand.
Right.
These weapons had a heft to them and a power to them that really showcases what happened in the war. And you're right, it was brutal, right? It was a brutal, visceral, gritty war, and you can really feel that in our weapons. And our audio team and our character modeling team and our animation team, they went out and found these weapons with our military historian to capture and bring the spirit of that to life.
Right. Well, I gotta go ahead and do this. I'm a big fan of the weapons and mastering them and whatnot. And one mode that I really like to use these in is zombies. I know me and you were talking about zombies.
I love zombies.
Could you tell us what to expect on that
Tell
zombies
us something,
front?
please.
Yeah, something.
Well, yes, we are making zombies. There we go. No, this zombies is taking a different turn.
Okay.
I think every studio wants to put their own signature on it, and we just go by our default, which is very realistic, very gritty.
Yeah.
We talked about Dead Space before. Yeah, this is Dead Space meets zombies.
That's the best thing you could possibly say. I'm so excited to hear that. That's great. Because I mean, I love all the Call of Duty games, but zombies is kind of what keeps me coming back. I'm not quite up to